Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Look at this beautiful view. Isn't that crazy? Hi. Welcome to our daily dose of success God's way. This is Erin Harrigan, your Hustle with Heart coach, helping everyone attain results for total health with Arbonne and helping entrepreneurs align results to God's truth. I'm going to sit back down here so I can read to you from Deuteronomy this morning. So I titled this When You're Just Not Feeling It. Just woke up this morning wondering, wait, what did I do yesterday? You know, sometimes as entrepreneurs in general, our day can get away from us. And if you're a checklist person like me, when you didn't check some things off, you sometimes feel like you weren't as productive. And I think what we have to remember as God-centered entrepreneurs is that our productive does not look the same as God's productive. Sometimes I think if we spend time in the Word outside of sort of our routine, however much time we allow for that, if we sit down in the middle of the day and dig into the Word, that we feel like we're being a little bit lazy and we should be out working and we should be out doing and there's more to get done and do more. And so I just kind of woke up this morning and I wasn't feeling it. Like, you know, okay, God, you called me to write this book, but where's my content? Or my consulting business, I have client work to do, but I'm just not feeling it. And I just want to raise my hand and tell you that there are days that we all feel that way. But this morning, I dug into Deuteronomy, so the Bible verse of the day, which, by the way, if you don't have a Bible app or a devotion app that gives you a Bible verse every day, I highly recommend the YouVersion Bible app. It's super simple to follow. There's a daily verse. There's also tons of reading plans that you can dig into if, like, actually digging into the Bible is not a practice that you've gotten into yet. So it's a great entree, and it's a great way to keep you on track to be in the Word every day. But it was Deuteronomy 31:6, which is Moses speaking to Israel and telling them, hey, listen, God has told me that I am not to cross the Jordan into the promised land, but Joshua is going to lead you there. And he says in 6, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid. For the Lord your God, he is the one that goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. And I love the next verse because he actually says to Joshua, Moses called Joshua and said to him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of good courage, for you must go with his people to the land which the Lord has sworn to their fathers to give them, and you shall cause them to inherit it. And the Lord, he is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Do not fear nor be dismayed. Now, I love the book of Joshua, especially Joshua 1, verses 5 through 9. And 3 times the Lord tells Joshua to be strong and of good courage. But what I love in Deuteronomy is this is where Moses tells him this first. And God calls us to be strong and of good courage. But what does that mean on the day where you're just not feeling it? That is when you have to lean into the Lord and say to him, okay, Lord, this is your call on my life. You've given me this business to impact your kingdom. This is your vehicle. Show me where to go. Show me whom you want me to help. Show me what you want me to do. And give me the strength and the focus to get it done. And so the interesting thing is, after I was sort of not feeling it, and then I read this, and then I wrote in my journal, and then I came on live. Now I'm like, hold on. I have a calling on my life. I have a service to the world that God wants me to provide. And it doesn't matter if that leads me to a stage or a title or an income level. No. What matters is God first. It's God first. And as God-centered entrepreneurs, that's what we're here to do in pursuing success God's way. Will we have success as the world defines it? Probably, because when we are pursuing success God's way, all of those other things just sort of happen. But where are we focused? And I'm just going to tell you, if you're sort of not feeling it, I kind of feel like I was being a little selfish, focused on myself. But I gave myself the time to have my little pity party and now wake myself up and say, okay, Lord, where do you want me to go today? So I hope that gives you permission to to express those times when you're just not feeling it, but to dig into the word and find where he tells you to be strong and of good courage, where he tells you that he has a purpose for you, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that you are his masterpiece, made for good works that he's already set out before you. And let that encourage you to get up and get moving and get done what he wants you to get done. And you guys, don't measure your productivity of the day by how much you check off on the list, because God is working in you. And sometimes it doesn't look like what's on our list at all, but give him the space to do the work that he wants to do. So I hope you find that helpful this morning. Get down below. Let me know how that resonates with you. Get on over to Success God's Way. We're having a great time in there answering the question of the day. It's an encouraging community of God-centered entrepreneurs who are building business that honors him and serves his people as we pursue Success God's Way together. And as always, if I can support you along this walk, whether it's with your health so that you have the mental clarity and the energy and you feel great to make the impact in the kingdom, love to help you do that with Arbonne Clean Eating. Or if you just need a coach to help you as your ally in pursuing Success God's Way and walking out this journey, let's have a conversation, because I'd love to help you there. And my next blog post drops today. So if you haven't subscribed at erinharrigan.com, get on over there so you can be up to date on the blog and the podcast and all that other stuff as we pursue Success God's Way together. All right, have a fantastic Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.